Welcome. I am Aminu Umar, your facilitator for 411 Political Psychology. Welcome to topic number one, which is understanding political psychology. This topic is about knowing the meaning, origin, and relationship between political psychology and other disciplines. It will also enrich you in understanding using political psychology to explain political behavior. I promise you that it's going to be rich and urge you to be on board and listen attentively to the slides that follow. Once more, welcome to topic number one. Yes, political psychology, Paul 411. And my address is up there for you to see. Understanding political psychology. That is topic number one. But to just give you a layout of the presentation, we will first look at the origin of the discipline, the meaning of political psychology, the relationship between political psychology and other disciplines. Like you will come to know, it is interdisciplinary in nature. And we'll also look at how you can use political psychology to explain political behavior. Interestingly, the slide contains some video that can add value to what we are doing. So listen attentively as we carry on. Yes, the background. William James, 1842 to 1890, says, and I quote, "The greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes of mind." What we are trying to arrive at is that at the center of political psychology is the psyche or mind of the individual. All we will do is to try and make analysis to understand the cognitive nature or the emotional nature or the attitudinal being of the person. But all these emanate from the mind of the individual. We'll try to critically appraise it, probably as we go into the lecture deeper. When we come to know more about psychoanalytic theory, you will understand what I'm saying. So, the origin of political psychology. Yes, it started in Western Europe and specifically France. That is, it is closely tied to the emergence of new disciplines and paradigm. One of the greatest scholars to be associated with this discipline is Adolf Basten. He is recognized by most people to be the father of political psychology. His work, Man in History, provides a detailed explanation of why he is regarded as the father of political psychology. Other great writers, such as Mosca, Pareto, have contributed significantly, and their writings have really inspired other scholars that follow, such as Robert Michel. Yes, in Germany, Robert Michel's work, Political Parties, a sociological study of the oligarchic tendency of modern democracy, contributed greatly to the emergence of this field. This is followed by writings from Austria, a distinguished scholar, Sigmund Freud, known to be the father of psychoanalytic theory, is known to have added great value and impetus to this great field of study. In Britain, Graham Wallace have also contributed significantly to the development of this great field of study. In the United States, one of the greatest political scientists, Harold Laswell, wrote significantly in boosting the morale of political scientists and enriching political psychology as a field of. Take a look at these pictures from Paul Kagame to Sir Amadou Bello to Chief Nnamdi Azikiwe, Nelson Mandela, Mobutu Sese Seko, Donald Trump, Kim Jong-un, and Iron Lady Margaret Thatcher. By pointing at each, you can easily see his contribution to politics or how he is being depicted or perceived by people. That is to tell you the relevance of political psychology in understanding political behavior. Take Mandela, for example. He has added greatly to the politics of fairness, politics without bitterness, and ensuring that people live together despite their differences. And if you take the likes of our Nigerian heroes, Namdi Azikiwe, Ahmadu Bello, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, we all know what they stand for and the value they have added to our great Nigeria. And the nature and character of their politics still reflect in their root or origin. This is to tell you how interesting political psychology is. As it evolves, you will come to know. So what is the meaning of this discipline? Basically, I want us to restrict ourselves to two main points I have highlighted here. It is about understanding human thought processes, feelings, emotions, motivations, and behavior of people involved in political activity from the perspective of psychology. That tells you that it is an integral aspect of psychology, but relating closely with political science and look critically into political behavior to interpret why and how do leaders behave the way they do. It is aimed at understanding of interdependent relationship between individuals and contexts that are influenced by motivation, cognition, perception, socialization, attitude formation, etc., etc. Yes, political psychology as an interdisciplinary field of study. This is one field of study that you dwell into several other fields of study, from economics to history to psychology to anthropology to science. Take, for example, the study of genes, genetic makeup of the individual, also tells greatly on the nature of his evolution and how he is able to adapt to his environment and relate with others in the field of politics or in political behavior. So political psychology is about knowing psychology, it's about knowing sociology or society, it's about the evolution of human beings, that is anthropology. It is about knowing relationship in decision making between ends and scars, means which have alternative uses, economics, or dwelling into the genetic makeup of individuals, which is science. So using political psychology to explain political behavior. Yes, one can easily know the behavior of people in terms of maybe electoral or voting, election or voting. What I'm trying to arrive at here is that one's attitude, beliefs, and orders or socialization greatly influence his voting behavior. So we can use that as a yardstick in understanding how people behave during voting. And that is to tell you what political psychology can do. We can also use political psychology to understand political conflicts. Conflicts such as a consequence of the religious, ethnic, or sectional disparity in the society. And at extreme, during war, you can easily tell what leads one country or what leads a particular leader into a war. Take, for example, the Syrian crisis, or take, for example, the Korean crisis. If you look at the leaders at the helm of affairs, looking at their temperament, looking at their attitude, looking at the way and manner they were socialized and become leaders, one can easily predict or say that they are likely to be hardcore politicians or hardcore liners in decision making. And such leaders are likely to push their country into war. Even terrorism, the IRA, the Colombian resistance army, the Boko Haram and others, tells greatly that these are group of persons or individuals who are trying to change the social structure of the society. And it tells greatly on the way and manner they should be understood so that their political action or behavior can be understood as it relates to bringing change in a particular state. So, in summary, what have we done? One, we have looked into the origin and meaning of political psychology. That is very clear and glaring. We have also looked into the interdisciplinary nature of political psychology. That is to tell you that it is related to so many other disciplines out there. economics, psychology, anthropology, and others. We have also looked at how psychology can be used to explain political behavior, or political psychology can be used to explain political behavior or political activity. So this is in summary what we have done today, and this is the foundation to topic 2, which is about personality. Personality will give you a very good grasp into what we have done in this topic. However, there are references attached to this presentation that you can read further to add value as we move into topic 2. Yes, we have come to the end of this presentation. That is topic 1. And I say, stay safe because COVID is real. So bye for now. Thank you for the kind attention.